Having the issues the other day when I was trying to do CWC. Yeah, so checking the audio now to make sure we're good. That's where we at here.
Sweet.
Alright. Let's check the audio.
There, I got the work.
That's where we at here. Alright.
Sweet.
Yeah, I get you loud and clear on the audio there, Ed. Let's check the audio. What's going on, James? I think we're picking you up better than me. Ain't that some shit?
What?
Alright. Gotta move it closer to me. There we go. Alright, now turn that off. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you can share this sumbitch out. I got Ed with me, so you guys know. Ed, you can entertain the people for a moment while I share this out.
Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing, sure everybody's wanting to know. Me and the fam's doing about as well as we can be. You know, things come and go, so still a little emotional, but it's all good.
Whew. Things come and go. You couldn't have said that at a better time.
I know. Oh, believe me, because they're about to find out.
You see, Feck, he wants to know how you feel about your brownies. They came close.
Part of me is very disappointed. Part of me is very happy because I can see where we're going. We're going in the right direction. So we'll see. We'll see how it all ends up.
Joker's making sure you're all right. James Sargent right away. Who's getting fired? No worries, Thomas. O'Sullivan said he's at work. He's only going to be able to listen.
Yep. Hey, as long as you can listen, that's good. So you can understand what's going on.
Yep.
Joker, I'm doing as well as I can be. Still trying to adjust.
Yeah. I got to create a Twitter thing because I have a copy and paste of all the Twitters. I need to create one that's just to the guys that I know for sure in the company. So when we go live and things like this, I can just tag those people and I don't have to tag people who aren't in the company.
Right.
And bother them with this kind of stuff.
Yep.
So that's all right. So, yeah, this is going to be a...
He's got kids. Good Lord. Use your own material.
I say this is going to be the biggest day in ICW in a while. So, that being stated there.
I agree. It's going to be...
yeah.
I'm waiting for the, oh my God, and the, what the, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. Oh, I can't wait.
All right, so.
And this, so everybody knows, this didn't just, you know, we just didn't say, hey, let's do this. We have been on the phone quite a bit today discussing things. So we didn't take this lightly. This is decisions, you know, all the decisions that you're about to hear, we took very seriously.
Yes.
We went back and forth on everything, and so here we are.
And discussion we've been having, let me see. I'm looking at my phone. We've been on the phone for over an hour already.
Yep.
Going over this stuff and working on this stuff, and these are things I've been analyzing and going over since we've taken our little hiatus, because I figured now is as good a time as any to go over things.
Right.
Beck's apparently ready for a change.
Lord.
So we have no choice but to do the things we're about to do. Some people pushed us to the decisions we're making. So it is what it is. But what I want to do is address something that Ed's brought up to my attention before I get into everything, and that is real simple. This is ICW. Ed and I work together to run this show. He runs his show, I run my show under the ICW umbrella. So when Storm goes live, if anything happens on Storm, that's through Ed and Ed's mind only, not mine. When it goes through Warzone, it's the exact same thing, but it's through my mind, not his. Guys, of course, are always going to have suggestions and thoughts and opinions, and I'm open to hearing them. So's Ed. The one thing that drives us both nuts is when people cry and bitch and piss and complain and moan. And it's going to happen when things don't go your way. We get it, because you're invested in your character. You're invested in the game. And if you don't show any reaction, you almost wonder why you're doing this. But some guys don't know how to straddle that line. So Ed's to the point where now if guy whines too much to his liking, you're gone. He's going to fire your ass.
I'm not playing no more.
Long story short, let's have fun. Let's enjoy it. No more crybabies. You don't like something, you know, there's a way of handling it. You can come to somebody privately and talk to them. So that's that. There's no two ways around it. There's no beating around the bush on that. That's that. Right? I mean, if I see a guy... James said give them free cheese with their one. If you see a guy in the chat room, all you have to do is message somebody privately and say hey and talk to them. You know, I honestly like when guys get upset when they lose. I know they're invested. That's a good thing. But Jesus, there's a difference between getting upset and acting like a fucking bitch.
Just breathe and calm down.
I had to wait it out. Is he alright over there? Did I get him laughing when I went?
Just for anybody that doesn't know, that's Dwayne. Dwayne's cracking up. AKA Bruiser Who.
I apologize, guys. It almost seems like every time I talk to Ed, I have that kid over there damn near killing himself in laughter. Always something comes out of my mouth that gets him wound up. Earlier, I think it was when I said, "No, call me a dick bag," and he went nuts. Jesus. All right.
I'm gonna go in the other room. You want me to turn this up now so you can hear it?
So,
okay, I'll turn your TV up, and I'm gonna
where shall we start with this breaking news? I'm assuming with what James Sargent already assumed was going to happen.
Yes, sir. Start with the firings.
That's right. The firings, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have your volume up and you're not paying attention, please do. We might be here a while. I'm just going to go down the list in order. Some of these are going to shock you, and if they don't, I'll be shocked because they shocked us. Okay?
Before we get to it, we'll let you in on how this worked. We talk. Mm-hmm. He said a name, I would say a name, we would go, what do we think? And I'm not going to lie, there's people on this list that both of us go, I don't, but it's just time.
Yeah. And I'll add to that by saying this. What we did was this, and if you know you don't fall into this category, you already know you're safe before we mention names. If you show up to shows and you're interactive in the group, you're clearly safe. Not everybody can do that because they have lives and they got to catch things on the replay. You're still safe when I know you're showing up, when I know you're still involved. People who interact with us through Facebook, Twitter, we got the Skype channel. There's some people who are all over Twitter tweeting about company after company. They don't mention ICW once, but they're on our roster. You've got to go. If we are at the bottom of your barrel, I don't have time for your characters anymore. And I hope every promoter, every guy who runs their own little company feels the same way. If your company's not number one to somebody, why are you wasting your time with them? That's, maybe that's selfish, maybe it's conceited, but hey.
But and I will say this, we don't have a problem with you being in 100 different companies. But if you're going to be in 100 different companies, give all of them the love. Right. Don't just love this one or that one and then not love that. To me, you're not helping anybody.
Samurai. And Mr. P hits it on the head. He says, even if you leave a comment, you're safe. Send a private message, you're safe. He's exactly right. It shows us you are here. Some people I haven't talked to in a while, whether it's been through Skype, Facebook, Twitter, it don't matter. They're gone because I haven't heard from them.
I like what James says right there. They don't help you grow. They need to go.
Yeah. So, we put together the list, and this list was based off guys who have not shown in what we felt was the effort to be involved, whether it be we just haven't seen them at all, or we see them clearly putting 100% effort in other places and not even really seeming to care here. So, you know, like I said, I know people who are in 1 or 2 call companies. I know people who are in so many they can't even count. And depending on who it is, some guys can handle it, some guys can't. Me, I couldn't do that for the life of me. I wouldn't know what the hell's going on. So I can only be in 1 or 2, and even then I fail. Like I was in Samurai's company, and I know I'm still there, and I'm a failure at getting involved over there as much as I should. I fail at it, and I can at least admit it. You know, some guys just can't admit, you know, that they're not doing their job.
And like I said, in my case, I have my guys here in our company, and that's it. Because, you know, I can barely do what I'm doing for this company, and I don't want to commit to somebody else and then not show up. Because that's not fair.
Right.
You know, that's not fair to the owner of that company. That's not fair to the talent in that company that, you know, want to see you there. I just can't make that kind of commitment.
Right. So, all right. So that being said, I don't want to say this. Okay, I won't say it anyway. I'll just say here's the people that are on bye-bye status. Number 1.
Here's who's being fired.
Now, this does not mean they can't come back. This does not mean they can't stay with the company. And we'll get into that after we go through the hirings. 1, Austin Black is now gone. Austin Black has been removed from the company. Just not enough interaction, and that's the best way to word this. Not enough interaction. Number 2, this is one I know people are going to get shocked over. Brickhouse is now gone. Number 3, Christopher Davis, gone. 4, 0. 5, Cherokee Warrior. 6, Extinct. 7, Psycho Jack. 8, Sheik Ali Khan. 9, Max Muscle. 10, Michael Carter. 11, Brandon Ace. 12 and 13 are Cody Church and Hunter Hawkins, the Midnight Freebirds. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are your 13 firings and are out the door. They're gone. We've released 13 people. Now, Silver is in the chat. We have seen Silver struggle as of late on the ICW roster. After talking over with Ed, Ed has now demoted Silver to the American Wrestling Federation, which will be run by Powerhouse as soon as he gets the roster put together. So Silver, still part of the company, but will compete in the AWF, and we'll try and get that character moving in the right direction. And James just said, damn, the Freebirds are a top tag team. All right, now, I don't want to bring this up because I don't want it to be drama and I don't want it to be an issue, but I'm going to bring it up because there's people in this chat room right now who talk to the people that are going to be in question. All right, BB does not have a character on the roster because we got rid of the women's division, but BB is allowed, whenever BB would like, to create a male roster, and she's more than welcome to be a part of our roster. Ed, you know where I'm going, where I'm going next. Okay?
Okay, go for it.
1, there's 2 more characters on the roster that may be getting released. And that's not because of anything other than this situation, because this person shows up and this person creates a lot of damage to the building when he always kicks the doors off the hinges. And that's Devin Brolski and his second character, Lewis Carter Brolski. I personally have no issues with Devin. None whatsoever. But during his, I don't want to say his most recent, I think he's done two or three shows since, I was in the show, popped in, it was right near the end. Just got home and said what's up or whatever, and Devin, hey, Doug's in the house, woo! You know, all cool and chill. And I want to say it was Wolfina. Fuck him, was her response. Fuck him. Well, fuck you too. It was my response, basically. All because apparently I didn't respond to some message somewhere. I'm assuming it may have been on Facebook. Now, for me personally,
hold for a second. I'm getting another call.
That's cool. Now, for me personally, if my wife sat next to me and did the call wrestling thing, I'd love that. So I'm jealous that Devin's got that. That's fucking great that they have that, and it's awesome that they have that together. And I hope they continue to do it and build things. And I know Wolfina's going to be doing her own little thing as well. So good luck to her on that. Now, that being said, if my wife was sitting next to me and she made that statement about somebody, I'd want to know why. I would confront her on the air right there. Chill out. What are you doing? I don't want someone getting mad at me. So I've reached out to Devin twice to no response. So I don't know if he knows that I'm a little upset that happened. And it's not more upset, it's more, huh? Why? So if they have issues with me, that's cool. Bye-bye. If they don't, I'd like some kind of response so I know what to do. That's all. Because I have too much fun doing this game, and I'm not about to walk into the damn fields of drama. I've been down that road before like a fucking jackass, and I regretted it, and I ain't doing it again. So I just want to know where to take things. That's all. That's all that is. So if someone speaks to Devin, since he ain't responding to me, let him know to tune into this video whatever time I started talking about this, so he could please let me know what the situation is. Now, Ed, are you with me yet?
I'm here. You guys are going for a ride with me.
That's alright.
Because my daughter just called. I gotta go pick her up from work, so I can't get on I won't be able to interact with the guys on the...
That's alright, you're here to talk.
Yeah, but I'm on the phone.
That's going to take us to the biggest announcement.
Oh, Lord.
We've already announced the firings. We've already announced other things.
Okay, before we get to this part, we're going to... something to go along with the firings. From here on out, if you want to join ICW...
Yes.
You will go to one of the farm systems first.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up.
We've had questions in the past for people, why did they get to go with this person? So from now on, this is how it's going to be. If you join, you get to pick which farm system you want to go to, whether it's 21C Dub, CWC, OCW, AWF, whatever. You get to choose. Then you'll be booked there for however long we feel you need to be.
Damn,
and then we'll move you to the main roster.
That's right. Now, I want to add to that to make sure people will know this part. When new talent joins or you create a secondary character to try something out, again, they're going to the farm system companies. There's going to be 4 of them, ladies and gentlemen. I personally run CWC, the Canadian Wrestling Coalition. Our boy Callum, who's doing his SWE Origins as we speak, that's why he's not with us. Well, excuse me, he's not with us right now. Has 21 CW, 21st Century Wrestling. Ed is going to be opening up Ohio Championship Wrestling soon. He has everything but the talent. So if you got talent and know people looking for a home, let them know. And the same thing for Powerhouse. Powerhouse is going to be doing the American Wrestling Federation, so him and Ed are in the same boat. They need talent. So when you join new people, if you join, especially the new people, you've got 2 choices when you join. Well, 4 choices when you join. Ed and I already talked about this. When you join and you go to the farm system, you get to pick where you want to go. You get to pick which farm system you want to compete in if they have room. Now, right now, for example, 21CW I know is full. Callum doesn't want to go over 20. So he wants to stay at 20. So if you pick there, he's full. You're like, I can't go. I know CWC is currently at 12. I might go as high as 16, but I don't want too deep. So
that's what OCW, I want 16 max.
So, all right, P. So there's options there. So, it is what it is, and it's going to be fun. And then guys are going to go up, come down. Like I said, we've already promoted guys from 21CW, and now Silver's going to go down to the AWF once Powerhouse gets his thing going. Speaking of Powerhouse, real quick, if anybody can help him, I'll give you a real quick thing. He downloaded all the packs and there's all the DLCs, the accelerator and everything, but he can't get into the purchasables and hit the unlock everything. He's uninstalled all his purchasables and then all his downloads and the DLC packs, and then he reinstalled them, and he's still having that issues. We updated the licensings, still having the issues. I think Thomas O'Sullivan's going to try and give him a hand later, but if someone has another idea of what it could be, reach out to him, let him know, and see if you can come up with it, because my last resort is I'm going to tell him uninstall the entire game, reinstall it, and then reinstall all the download packs and the accelerator and try again, and then then he'll be able to go. A couple guys in the chat room are already saying they'll get some things going for you and stuff like that. Sure. Vernon wants to demote himself to OCW when you get it going.
Who does?
Vernon Quinn just said, "Can I go down to Ed's company when he's up?"
And that's what he wants to do. I won't have a problem with that.
Well, there you go, Vern. Feck says he's got a guy for you. Mr. P's already going to message me about some stuff. James says he's going to have some talent coming. So those two companies should get filled. So I'm going to stray away from that now. Guys know how it's going to happen. Now is time for the biggest bombshell of them all, which is the main part why it says change is a-coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you on the screen here in my universe. All right, shows. All right. Right here's the farm system we do. CWC. It says roster size 13 because it's we got the staff member there. Here's the house show for Storm and Warzone. Storm belongs to Ed, and that is the Bruno Falcone character, as you guys know. Warzone belongs to me, which is the Joey Falcone character, as you guys know. Well, after much discussion, Ed's going to continue to run Storm, and I'm going to continue to run Warzone. But, ladies and gentlemen, the roster split is now over. Everybody is on one roster once again, and you can compete on either of these two shows at any given time. So you know. There's no more Warzone brand. There's no more Storm brand. It is the ICW brand, and we have two shows. That simple. That simple. So, for those of you who were craving possibly Crown Royalty or TUE or True against, say, the Cartel, well, now it can happen. For those of you who were craving certain matches to take place that haven't had the opportunity to take place in singles competition, they can now happen. The roster got way too big. That's why we split it. We didn't want guys getting buried. And now with the farm systems and us cutting some fat, if you will, we can have these things. Just thinking of the Warzone roster, like, for example, you have like guys like Powerhouse and Dustin Dixon, King Dominator, D-Train, Bruiser Who, I'm throwing out some names, Feck. These guys can now take on guys like Thomas O'Sullivan, Rick Blanchard. They could take on a Butcher Bloodlust, a Kyle Young. The list goes on. We've now opened up the door to many, many possible matches. So, 7 singles titles, ladies and gentlemen, is too much. Too much. So, that being said, with Extinct being fired, we have defunct the Internet Championship. It'll be no longer in the company. The television championship will stay, and currently the Pegasus Jalen Paul is the champion. He will remain as champion. Chris Future currently holds the world and international titles, so he will remain with both of those belts. So now that takes us to the United States Championship, the Mexican Championship, and the British Commonwealth Championship. So when we talked about the British Commonwealth, the Mexican heritage in the United States, Ed said it best. And that is ICW is based out of the United States. Therefore, the United States title is its home. The international title should represent the UK, Mexico, and other countries. So, the Mexican Championship and the UK title are gone. But we have champions. Bruiser, who is the UK champion. Gangster is the Mexican champion. Joker currently holds the United States Championship. So on our first show back, when that happens, I think, Ed and I didn't really discuss this, but I know he's going to be cool with this. In the main event, triple threat match, Joker, Bruiser Who, Gangster, United States Championship on the line.
Sounds good to me. So
that's going to be like merging all three titles into one. So then we'll have the world, the United States, the World International United States Television. Now, I'm a big fan of tag teams. Ed's big fan of tag teams. We got quite a few tag teams in this company. So, we're going to still have two tag team titles. One will be the World Tag Team Championship, and we're going to have the United States Tag Team Championship, which will be the secondary tag team title. I will be building the United States Tag Team titles probably today to get those going on, so we can have some fun with it. Like Bucky. There's Bucky. He said, tag team, sucker. Well, Bucky's on Warzone. Now Bucky has the opportunity to battle guys like War, the Samoan Islanders, who hasn't had the chance to battle, Crown Royalty, the Upper Echelon, Purity Express. Purity Express and the Brothers of Detonation haven't done battle yet. That might be interesting to see. And how fitting, though, we merged, got two different tag titles, but we got rid of a tag team. Well, that's because ain't seen or heard from him in probably 6 months. Ed, anything you want to add to this?
Nope. I think it's all good. I just want to know, since I couldn't see it, what was everybody's reaction when you announced the...
It was very positive.
Nice.
It was a bunch of yes, oh, wow, things like that.
Cool.
The guys are loving the fact that they're going to be able to battle guys on the other show they haven't been able to be touched for almost a year.
Yeah, and we can tell them this, that what we talked about, that guys, don't worry, you're not going to get buried because we're going back to one roster.
Right.
Our plan is when Dougie books his show, I'm going to try not to book the same guys unless I absolutely have to. And vice versa. He's going to do the same thing. When he books his show after I book mine, he's going to try not to book the same unless he absolutely has to.
Sweet.
That way, you're going to be seen, and it's quite possible you'll get to wrestle on both shows. It all depends on what's going on. And
well, let's give them the most bluntness of it. The more active you are, the more you'll see yourself.
Yep.
That's the best way for us to word this. And now I'll be honest. If Ed's show goes first and I go to book Warzone, I will do my best to book people he didn't this particular last show. This way I get more people booked. That's clearly going to be my goal. And I'm sure he's going to do the same when the shoe's on the other foot. So, and here's the thing. If we rotate each month which show goes first. So if it's Storm, Warzone, you could end up seeing yourself on Warzone, then again on Storm. Because Ed doesn't have to not book a guy on his show that I had on my show because my show was second. I was picking up the pieces of the show he did, and then the following month it'll be the opposite. And again, if you feel your character's getting buried, I want guys to be honest with me on this. If at any time you feel your character's being buried, let us know, and you may be getting buried. You may honestly be getting buried, not getting enough action, and we need to fix it. Or maybe you need to be demoted, so to speak, to one of the other shows where you can have a little bit more fun. Because we don't want to lose you, so we got to accommodate you somehow. So you got to make sure you let us know. Because we're going to have a roster of about 40 to 50 talents, and we don't want nobody to get buried at all. So we're going to work on that. And I'm going to have to take the time now to update the website, put all the rankings in one spot, all the freaking titles in one spot. And things just got crazy.
Yeah. And honestly, the reason we just felt this was the right way to go after everything that happened, we had to sit down, we just got to talking, and the best way to say it is, we trimmed the fat. We got away, and when we did that, we just noticed this might be the right thing to do. That way, everybody will have a chance to face everybody again. And I think it'll bring more storylines, more angles. I think everybody can have a lot more fun.
Right. And then I also want to let guys know, I'm going to touch on it again. Remember, as the promoters, we're booking this company the way we feel we need to book it and set it up the way we want to do it. Guys can make suggestions. They can come up with what they want to come up with and how they want to come up with things, but they got to run it by us.
Right.
If it's something we don't want to do, we're obviously not going to do it. I don't want to go into somebody's company as a talent and say blah, blah, blah. Like, for example, Kyle Young, he has his company, Second City Dojo. He's put me on the show, and he's asked me a couple things. And normally my response to him is, it's your show. Run my character you see fit to fit your company. And it surprises me. This way I can have some enjoyment that way. I'm not going to tell the guy how to run his show. He's the one that puts the effort into it.
I will. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I will also say this. If you're in other companies and you face each other in other companies, the next time, because we've had several people do it, the next time somebody bitches about facing this person, that person again in this company, I'll fire your ass. Because what happens in those companies has no effect on ICW. What happens in ICW should have no effect on those companies. I get it that, a lot of you guys are in hundreds of companies and you face the same people. Well, that's what happens when you're in hundreds of companies. So, like I said, I hate to say it, but since everything that's happened, I'm going to be a different person.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be. It's going to be a while before I'm the nice guy. This guy you guys don't want to piss off.
Yeah. No, all we can do is have fun. And like I said, we got a great community here, and I don't want to fire nobody. I don't want nobody to get upset at us. I don't want no one to get mad at me, so to speak. I want us to just enjoy what we're doing and have a ton of fun.
And and I'll say it, and you'll say it, and there's others will back us up on this. We do not control anything that AI does. So I've been trying to tell people I think it's great people want their characters to win. You should. But at the same time, don't cry, whine, bitch, and moan when you lose. Because we have nothing that we can't control it. Now I can understand if you're playing it and then you're bitching and moaning at yourself or bitching and moaning because of that. But we don't have no control. The AI does what it wants. We have given you plenty of examples. You can go back and watch videos on our channel from GWA and UCW and see different characters that were dominating in one but not dominating in another.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Advice. And you can talk to people that are in this company that are so-so or dominating, and they go to other companies and they're dominating or they're so-so. It's very strange how the AI works because you would think since it's a game and the game's made and everybody gets the same copy and it's all made the same, it would work the same. But for some reason, it doesn't, and we can't explain it. We just know that it's a real thing, that you can dominate in one company and be piss poor in another. Real simple. It's, you know, and it took me a little bit of time to understand that. But once I realized that, I've had so much fun since then, because now I don't care. I don't care if I win, lose, draw, whatever. You know, as long as I'm having fun with the rivalry that's going on, or if this is going on, that's all that matters.
Right now, so we don't keep people forever. I think we've covered everything, so I'm just going to do a quick recap. A quick recap of this real fast. The following talent have been fired: Austin Black, Brickhouse, Chris Davis, Zero, Brandon Ace, Michael Carter, Cherokee Warrior, Extinct, Max Muscle, Sheik Ali Khan, Psycho Jack, Cody Church, Hunter Hawkins. Silver has been sent down to the AWF. We are keeping the world title, the international title, the television title. The United States title will also be kept. Joker, Gangster, and Bruiser, who are currently the United States, Mexican, and British Commonwealth champions, will do battle in a triple threat in a main event to merge the titles, because in case you missed it, there's no longer a Warzone brand and a Storm brand. It's the ICW brand with 2 shows a week. We are now all one roster. How the hell will Bruno and Joey Falcone coexist? So, Ed, if you don't have nothing else to say, I'm going to wrap this bitch up so we can go do the things we're both doing. And for those of you who are a part of the Dynasty Football League, I will be kicking off a game here shortly.
Sweet.
So the DFL is back after we had the corrupt file and we lost everything, which completely sucked.
The only thing I need to say, and I know you've already said it, is get your character information to me as soon as you can. Whoever, you know, if you have friends that have they want in, just let us know on Skype or hit Dougie up on Facebook so that he can let me know.
Sweet.
Because the sooner I can get the 16 guys in OCW, I can get started. As soon as Powerhouse can get all his issues going, you know, fixed and everything, he's going to get started. And
to make it easier, whenever you upload a character for this company, use SLS, because it's the SLS Gaming Channel. Okay, that's what we are. It's the SLS Gaming Network, to be exact. You can use 3 hashtags: SLS, ICW, and then the third one, either put OCW if you want on Ed's roster, put CWC if you want in my roster, put 21CW if you want to be on Callum's roster, and then put AWF if you want to be on Powerhouse's roster. I check it every single day, once a day, to see if anybody's uploaded. Okay, just to see if I need to get anybody. I'm sure Callum, Powerhouse, and Ed can start doing the same once a day. Give it a shot and check. Don't pull your guy down right away, and just because you see your guy gets downloaded, don't assume that we've got it. Somebody else may have grabbed your character because they think it's cool. Like I just put up a character earlier for Powerhouse to get for AWF. I don't know if he got it or not, but the guy already has 2 or 3 downloads. So that's all you got to do. So if you make a guy today and you want to join one of them farm systems, there's what you do. I want to be a part of Ed's OCW. Okay, SLS, ICW, and then OCW, upload him. You know, if you want to pass the... Yep, it's Blackheart. James already knew who it was. So, you know, that's all there is to it. And there we go.
Alrighty.
Yep, so that's that.
We're good. I think we covered everything. Yep. I know we shocked some people. I know I'm sure that some of the people that have been fired are gonna, they might be a little butthurt, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh shit. Before I forget, Silver Eye, I just saw you post again. I need you to re-upload Silver so I can let Powerhouse know to grab your character. So if you could please do that, let me know. And I know you use usually SE9 or SE09, but if you could, please use SLS, ICW, AWF for Silver Eye, or for Silver, to at least get him uploaded so I can let him grab him, if you don't mind. So, All right, I'm going to take the time the rest of the evening. Like I said, I'm going to try and get the DFL going. Ed, I'll let these guys know if they have any questions, thoughts, opinions. They feel free to reach out to either one of us. In the meantime,
hit us up on Skype or
anywhere. They know how to reach us.
Skype, Facebook,
Business just picked up. Now, I'll be getting in touch with Ed again. We're going to have another discussion here soon to see if we can set a date for you guys to know when exactly we're going to get back. But with the change being made, I'm going to at least try to get the website and everything updated first. We're going to have the rankings put in order first, and then we can discuss card business and see when we want to get going again. So,
sounds like a plan to me.
That's about it. So, again, breaking news, change is coming. Well, change is now here. So that being said, if you're not on the Facebook group, join it. If you don't have Skype, get it. That's the two best places to deal with us if we're not live on the air. It's the best way to stay in touch with us.
Skype's the best place for me because I'm usually on it most of the time.
Yeah, just join Skype and you can look for me, SL Studios, and I also have JokerPock32. That's the best one to use because my name says Doug and then in parentheses it says Joey Falcone. So it's JokerPock32. That's JOKERPAC and then the number 32 in case you want to find me on there. And then I will get you added to the SLS Gaming Network channel because there is where we do the entire thing based on ICW. I may rename this chat room International Championship Wrestling because that's what it's used for. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to rename this chat room International Championship Wrestling. Why not?
Nice.
So if I can make it all fit, let's put it that way.
Sure. What was that?
Let's see if I can do that. There it went. It worked. Sweet. Now that room's been changed. So you guys now know it's been renamed. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Ed, you ain't got nothing else to say? If not, we're going to go live. Alright, get off this live. Alright, y'all. Y'all have fun. Enjoy it. Hopefully this change brings some more fun as we move forward. We can look forward to some new and exciting matches. Until we go live, take care and be safe. We're out of here. Later.
Later.